horror movies, mutilation, decapitation, torture. Does that sound entertaining? More blood than a blood bank. Have we got your attention?
Welcome back, terrestrials, to the Quarantine Movie Reviews. We're continuing with our Halloween season, Halloween franchise, Halloween breakdown, Halloween. And in this Halloween episode, we're doing Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Halloween. Kids all over America want a silver shamrock mask for Halloween. Dr. Chalice seeks to uncover a plot by Silver Shamrock owner Connell Cochran. Yeah. So he's just going to, kill every child in America wearing a Silver Shamrock mask with a commercial that sets off some secret chip that fries their brain and turns them into roaches and creepy crawlies. But Dr. Chalice, played by Tom Atkins.
Fucking Tom Atkins. Damn right.
He knows about it, or he doesn't know about it, but he suspects something, and he's just sober enough to figure it out.
Yeah.
So, that's this one.
Yeah. There is a couple of moments in the movie and stuff where, like, they get into the hotel.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, yeah, it's getting late and I need to go get a drink. It's just like, you need to go get a drink right now? That's hilarious, dude.
Did you notice the 6-pack of road beers when he was talking to his wife?
Some High Lifes. You guys, before they even got there, If you are one of these people out there that say, I don't like Halloween 3 because there's no Michael Myers in it, or he's only in it for like a second on television, you need to reassess your situation and say, yeah, but Tom Atkins is a fucking badass, and it just makes the movie fun. It's got horror elements.
Yeah.
There are suspense. There is no iconic monster or a slasher, but this is like an Ash Williams.
No.
Where this character of the hero, is more than life, he could have been an Ash Williams at this point if they would have just kind of tweaked a little bit more of that story.
As I was watching it, I kind of picked it apart, and I even wrote down, do I even like this movie? Because there's a lot of flaws in the movie.
Yeah.
But if you can just set them aside, you'll enjoy the movie. It's a good detective story with horror elements. There's a murder, and then there's an adventure to figuring out what happened. There's the big reveal. There's a connection between the main characters. It really is just kind of a noir detective movie that is set at Halloween time with an evil Halloween plot. And that makes it really good. I think I enjoyed it more than that because I don't typically care for cop movies unless they're funny, like Beverly Hills Cop, 48 Hours, something like that.
Yeah. I think one of the big strong suits is it becomes a John Carpenter character where, you go through like Snake Plissken. Who's the guy in Big Trouble in Little China?
Jack?
Yeah, Jack. I can't remember his last name. Barton?
Yeah, but it's something like that. Jack.
Yeah, someone's right now putting a comment on the fucking post and stuff. These guys are hacked. They don't even know the guy from fucking Little Big Trouble in Little China's name. Roddy Piper in They Live, where Tom Atkins' character feels like that. A strong character with a good actor in it, because he does play a really cool actor. It's like an Ash, like I said. And then there's all this shit around him that we as an audience can pick up, and maybe he sees it, maybe we don't, and stuff. So you have that character.
Yes.
Then you have the minor character of Victim One's daughter. I can't even remember her name. She is a blur almost.
Ellie.
Huh?
Ellie.
but she is there to progress the story. That is it. There is nothing else about her that really is like,
Yeah.
oh man, I enjoyed this character. No, she is there just to make sure that Tom Atkins gets to point A to point B.
And then, yeah, I mean, exactly. That's all her character does. She starts the story. She drives him to the small town. She gets captured in the small town. He tries to save her in the small town. She literally just pushes the story.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, that's really the big character, other than like
Cochran himself.
Connell Cochran, the villain of the story,
Yeah.
who is maniacal.
But yeah, I mean, I kind of like the Cochran character, and by the end of it, I was kind of rooting for Cochran, just because why not?
Yeah.
Like, you know, he's a crazy old bat that turns people into robots, and has the Stonehenge, using mystical powers from the Stonehenge to kill every child in America.
I love that.
Or the world.
They steal Stonehenge in this movie, and then he's like, bet you'd like to know how we got it there. That's the greatest joke of them all. Like, what a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
He won't even let us, the audience, know how they got Stonehenge to California.
But then he turns around and says,
Yeah.
a good magician never tells his secrets. Anyway, so this is what I'm doing.
this is what I'm
I'm going to kill every kid in America because the Stonehenge has secret powers. Let me show you how I do it.
Yeah.
And then proceeds to give a complete example after just seconds ago saying, I'm not going to tell you my plot.
No.
It made a lot of sense.
That's the James
Do
Bond
I even
idea.
like this movie? Like,
Yeah. But, yeah, they're just like... And the song, I think, is another character. It's
annoying.
Bum, 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 bum. Yeah.
That got so annoying so fast. That and the sound every time a bad guy popped up.
Yeah.
Like, dude, somebody went a little happy on the synth. Like,
John
John
Carpenter
Do you have any other noises like that you could use? Just anything. Give me a fucking fart. I don't care. Stop making that noise.
just random noises and stuff.
John's just blowing coke and pushing buttons on a synthesizer. At some point, Dr. Chalice, Tom Atkins' character, is captured and he's tied up and he's put in a room. And they put a mask on him because the extravaganza is going to start.
Yeah.
The commercial is going to play. Atkins is wearing the mask. It's going to kill him. He somehow, with his hands tied, gets the mask off. Gets the mask into his hands. And still with tied hands strapped to a chair, flicks the mask up across the room and onto a security camera. Fuck you.
Yeah, perfectly, too.
That did not... No, that is a 1 in a trillion shot. And you ain't Michael Jordan. So... And you're probably drunk, so you probably saw 4 or 5. Aim for the middle camera, like just that was bullshit. That really bummed me out.
Ash Williams thinking you got to think like Ash would cut a zombie's head off or a deadite's head off with his chainsaw, and the head would like get launched through the air and go through a basketball hoop instantly. Yeah. Like where did the basketball hoop come from? Doesn't matter. It's Ash.
Fair enough.
But those are the characters, and we miss this in today, like movies where we have these characters, these strong characters that could become like they're almost like comic book heroes. We have to create comic book movies now because no one in Hollywood knows how to write like a strong, just
that brings up
hero character.
A really good point. Like nobody suspends disbelief anymore. Mm-mm. Like everything has to make sense. Everything has to be logical. Like if you watch a space movie, there's 100,000 people on Twitter or Reddit or something going, well, actually, the trajectory would take... No, fuck you in your nerd glasses. Movies, like, I sat there and watched that movie and said, oh, fuck you, you never make that shot. Yeah. Like, there's too many things going against that. There's too many variables to make that work. And you bring that up, and I'm like, well... Shit, fuck me. Okay. Like, that's not something that I should be concerned with in the movie. I shouldn't be like, well, how would he flick his wrist and get the momentum and derp it? No.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the movie.
It's
that's something that I think we've lost as a society.
Yeah, I think too many people at one point were going, wait a minute, he has a double barrel shotgun and he shot that thing like 36 times without reloading.
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that was one thing my dad always brought up in movies when we'd watch 80s action movies. He'd be like, that guy has a revolver, it holds 6 bullets. He just shot 37 times. Like, Dad, why are you ruining this movie? And now I'm that guy.
Yeah.
Now I'm that guy.
Yeah. But it's fun to watch those type of things.
Yeah.
And I wish they would bring more about that. Like I know we've complained about the head getting cut off with an axe. And it's like
one swipe,
you would have to do like 3 or 4 times to sever the vertebrae.
Yeah.
It's like not in this world.
Yeah, and I just need to just let it go.
Yeah. So, but other than that, I have no real big complaints about this. I like the dark. They do make it like not spooky dark, but just empty feeling. Like when it needs to feel empty, it feels empty.
Yeah, especially in the town.
And the movie goes by quick. If you're enjoying it, it doesn't feel like that long of a movie. So,
the one thing that I would like to take a special mention to is Cochran in the end. Obviously, Tom Atkins saves the day. He saves most of the day. He saves 3/4 of the day.
No, it's a question.
But well, he got 2 channels to stop playing it, but there was a third. Cochran lost like a gentleman. Even as he was being vaporized, good job at stopping me. Yeah. Like, he lost like a true gentleman, and I thought that was really awesome. He didn't, I'll get you next time, or, some shit like that. Like, he was like, I lost, and good job.
Yeah. That character actor, too, can just play a good villain. I think he's the bad guy in one of the RoboCops. I want to say he's one of the bad guys in RoboCop. Well, not the main bad guy, but he's just he played that good, like, not like an asshole. Like a bad guy is easy to play if he's an asshole, but what do you do when he's just a practical joker that wants to turn your kids into creepy crawlies, And I love it. Yeah, he slow claps his ass and stuff, but not cynical. He's just like, that was awesome, dude. I can't believe you did that.
Yeah.
And then he turns into, like, I don't know, he just turns, like, into diamond or something.
Oh, yeah, he just vaporizes into stardust.
Yeah.
But there's a theory online that says that he didn't die. Stonehenge just transported him somewhere else. So, maybe Halloween 3, part 2? Part deuce?
Season of the Witch part 2, so...
Alright, let's see. You got anything else you want to go over?
Not really. I mean, I would prefer people to watch this.
Absolutely.
Watch it. It's a rewatch yearly. I am good.
I watch it like every like 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely give it a watch.
Yeah, definitely.
How many stars you gonna give it though?
I'm gonna give it 4. I was thinking about going to the nostalgic 5 because of how fun the movie is, but I'm going 4. It's just a good movie. It's I own it, and I have no complaints, like no gripes.
Okay.
And plus, after the fucking hellhole that we just went through with 6, 5. Those movies.
Fucking Resurrection, 6-5,
yeah.
H2O. Okay.
With all of those, this just felt like, oh, thank God. It's fun. It's fun. They get it. They know the camp. They know the cheese of what's the bad guy. The bad guy on this is turning your kids into creepy crawlies by mask in a commercial. Silly.
Okay. I can understand that.
I'm giving it a 4.
I am going to give it a 4 as well. Okay. I initially was going to give it a 3, but I gave Halloween 4 a 2-star. So there's no way I can only give this 1 extra star. So I'm going to go to 4 stars.
No.
It is a fun movie. If you can stop being a cynical asshole like myself and just sit back and enjoy it, it is a fun movie. It is nostalgic. It is something completely different.
Yeah.
So, 4 stars.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, definitely go watch this one if you haven't seen it. And if you have seen it and you don't like it, give it another try.
yeah.
And if you love it, tell us why you love it. And if you hate it, give us some reasons why you hate it. Outside of Michael Myers ain't in it. Because...
He is.
Well, yeah, okay, he is for 0.2 seconds, but also, give us something other than that. And we'll see you tomorrow for Halloween 2.